Why can Peter Parker catch Thor's hammer? Normally, if someone forcibly grabs Mjolnir while it's flying, the hammer would instantly fall to the ground. But Spider-Man not only wrapped it with web, but also flew away with the hammer. Because Mjolnir was never about weight. It's about worthiness. Living beings need the hammer's approval to lift it, but non-living objects don't follow the same rule. That's exactly why in Endgame, when Peter was surrounded by aliens, Captain America threw Mjolnir straight at him.
Hey Queens, heads up.
Peter instantly caught it with his webs, and webs aren't living beings, so they could physically hold the hammer without triggering the Worthiness enchantment. Mjolnir never truly accepted Spider-Man. It was simply hooked by the webbing. Similarly, in Captain America Civil War, Steve used only one arm to forcibly stop Iron Man's armor. Although Tony's armor's thruster power is extremely terrifying, even the older suit from the first Avengers movie was strong enough to help lift a shield helicarrier. Yet Steve still stops the suit cold with a single arm. It's a perfect demonstration of just how strong Captain America really is, which is exactly why Tony later tells Peter,
"That is not what you thought when I took on Captain America."
Trust me, kid. Cap wanted to lay you out. He would've.
So Captain America being able to lift Mjolnir isn't surprising, because his own strong conviction made Mjolnir recognize him as a pure-hearted soul. And this is different from Peter Parker.
Many people didn't notice that when Groot grew a trunk, it made no sense he grew this big in just 4 years because his species needed decades to mature. But the real reason is his species absorbs energy from the surrounding environment. The more energy absorbed, the faster the growth. Think back to it. He had been to 3 places extremely rich in energy. First was his original home, Nowhere, the skull of a celestial filled with cosmic energy. Second, he once appeared near where Thor opened a portal, experiencing stellar energy impact. And once he got close to the Infinity Stones. So when Groot sacrificed himself trying to save everyone, we thought he was destroyed and we'd never see him again.
We are Groot.
But you could see his roots stretching from the soil, growing into a new Groot. You might think it was still him, just turned into a baby version.
Groot, put that thing away. Now, I don't want to tell you again. Groot.
Hey, Groot.
Whoa!
Hey!
You got some acorns on you, kid.
Ever since you got a little sap, you're a total D-hole.
Actually, the director confirmed the new Groot wasn't the original. It was his son.
When Cap blocks Thanos with his bare hands, look closely at Thanos' expression. At first, he just looks at Cap with contempt. But in the next second, his eyes suddenly change. It's not anger, it's shock. Because Cap's hand actually touches the Soul Stone on the Infinity Gauntlet. In the comics, the Soul Stone has the ability to read souls. Maybe in that instant, Thanos saw Cap's true soul. The skinny little kid from Brooklyn. The leader who always charges to the front. The hero who never backs down no matter how beaten and bruised he is. He saw a truly pure person. And Thanos, who believes he's saving the universe, is standing face to face with the very embodiment of true justice. So his anger? Maybe it's the fury of someone who knows, deep down, that he will never succeed. And after taking a full-powered punch from Thanos, Captain America might have actually died. Keep in mind, even Black Panther's vibranium suit, which can absorb heavy explosions, couldn't take a punch from Thanos. But Cap had no armor at all and was hit directly in the head. Under normal circumstances, there's no way he could have survived. But right after that, Wanda destroys the Mind Stone to repair it. Thanos uses the Time Stone, and time is reversed, not just for the stone itself, but for everything around it, including the already dead Cap. So when we see Cap again, he's clutching his abdomen, not his face.
Where'd he go?
Because at that moment, he hasn't yet taken Thanos' punch. Why didn't Doctor Strange use the Time Stone to bring Tony back? He obviously could have.
If it comes to saving you, or the kid, or the Time Stone, I will not hesitate to let either of you die.
In Doctor Strange 1, he directly reversed time in Hong Kong, bringing the dead back to life and restoring the destroyed city. This proves the Time Stone can not only rewind time, but even reverse death itself. And when Thanos tried to take the Mind Stone that Wanda had destroyed, he used the Time Stone to bring Vision back to life. So at the end of Avengers Endgame, before Captain America returned the stones, the Time Stone was actually still in Doctor Strange's hands. In theory, he could have brought Tony back, but he didn't. He just stood there, silently watching Tony die. And here's the truly terrifying part. Because Doctor Strange had already seen over 14 million futures, he knew this was the only winning outcome. Maybe if Tony survived, the entire timeline would collapse again. Even the multiverse itself might spiral out of control. And without a doubt, Thanos would return as well. In fact, Doctor Strange did hesitate. When Thanos was about to kill Tony, he didn't hesitate to give up the Time Stone to save him. But even so, the story still ended with Tony's sacrifice. He understood that the only way to win was still that one. So this time, Doctor Strange chose not to rewrite fate, because he knew better than anyone. Tony had to die. Do you think Doctor Strange made the right choice?
Many people don't notice that during the big battle on Titan, Doctor Strange had to give up the Time Stone to save Iron Man's life.
Stop. Spare his life, and I will give you the stone. Don't.
If you zoom in on the moment he revealed the stone, you'll see his hand was completely empty at first. Then a starlight-like glow suddenly flashed, and the Infinity Stone slowly appeared before you. At the same moment, a star in the background disappeared. Apparently, Doctor Strange used a special spell to hide the Infinity Stone as a star, deceiving everyone. If you remember, when Thor and Loki went to Earth to find their father and sensed a dangerous person appearing, Doctor Strange immediately forcibly transported Loki away and then left his address for Thor. To entertain this distant visitor, Doctor Strange similarly used magic to switch Thor's teacup with an infinite refill wine glass, which made Thor very happy. But when Loki appeared again, he became very angry.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Many people don't know this. When Captain America went to find Iron Man to ask him to help build a time machine to bring everyone back, Tony initially refused. But actually, he had already been secretly researching time machines, just hadn't been able to make them work yet. That very evening while Tony was washing dishes, he accidentally splashed some water onto a picture frame. The photo was of Tony and Peter together. When Tony leaned in to look at it, many people assumed he was just feeling guilty. After all, Peter had turned to ash because of Thanos' snap. But what really caught his attention wasn't that. After observing carefully, Tony discovered a strange detail. Peter was holding a Stark Industries certificate that was upside down. This small detail let Tony see something different and instantly lit up an idea in his mind. So he rushed into the lab, opened the time machine design schematics, and decided to reverse the Mobius strip in the system. He had Friday rerun the simulation. This time the calculations matched. The projection no longer failed. The experiment finally succeeded. But what's most interesting is the meaning behind it all. It wasn't the Avengers' pressure, wasn't Captain America, wasn't the world's cries for help. It was Peter, the child Tony viewed as his own. Who could have imagined that the boy he didn't manage to save would inadvertently provide the key clue that could save everyone? That's how Tony Stark, because of Spider-Man, finally cracked time travel.
If Hulk can't lift Thor's hammer, then why can an elevator move it?
But if you put the hammer in an elevator,
We still go up.
elevator's not worthy.
Because Mjolnir was never about weight. It's about worthiness. After Odin enchanted the hammer, only the truly worthy can lift it. If it was just about strength, Tony Stark would have built a suit to grab it already. Even a crane in his garage could do it. Remember Thor 1? Trucks, machines, nothing could move it. Because the hammer itself refused to be lifted. So when Thor hung it on a coat rack, it wasn't because the rack was worthy. It was because the hammer allowed it. As for Vision, he could lift the hammer not because he's a robot, but because the Mind Stone inside him outclassed Odin's magic entirely, making him completely immune to such lower-level spells.
Terribly well balanced.
After Stormbreaker appeared, more people could lift the hammer. In Endgame, when Thor was suppressed by Thanos and lost his fighting spirit, Captain America didn't hesitate for a second. He had to give everything for half the universe's life, so he successfully lifted Mjolnir.
I knew it.
But in that critical moment, if the one holding the hammer had been Star-Lord, the outcome might have been exactly the same.